Ethan Carter had always been drawn to the quiet waters of Ravenwood Lake. One evening, as he skimmed stones across the surface, he noticed something strange, a faint, bluish glow radiating from the depths. The lake had never been deep enough for such a light to exist. Curiosity gripped him. Was it a lost artifact? A trick of the water? Or something far more extraordinary? Unable to resist, Ethan donned his diving gear the next morning and slipped into the water. As he swam toward the light, an invisible force pulled at him, stronger than any current. His lungs burned as he reached out, and the world around him shattered like glass. Suddenly, he was no longer underwater. Ethan gasped for air, stumbling onto dry land. But he was not in Ravenwood anymore. Before him stretched an ancient city, its towers shimmering under twin suns. The sky burned with hues of gold and violet. Strange creatures wandered the cobbled streets, their gazes flickering toward him in silent curiosity. Then, a voice behind him spoke. "You don't belong here, outsider." A woman in dark armor stood before him, gripping the hilt of a silver blade. Her expression was wary, yet not unkind. "The portal. How did you find it?" she demanded. Ethan stammered. I saw the light." Her expression darkened. "Then you've put both our worlds in danger." The warrior, introducing herself as Selene, explained the truth. Two warring kingdoms, Aurelia and Dravon, had long fought for control of the portal. Whoever held it could send their armies through, invading Ethan's world. And now that the portal had been opened again, the war was at its breaking point. Before Ethan could process it all, a horn sounded in the distance. Dravon's forces had found them. Selene grabbed his arm. "Run!" They darted through narrow streets as arrows rained down. Ethan had no weapon, no way to fight. He was just a man from another world, caught in a war that had raged for centuries. And then he saw it. The portal's source, a massive crystal pulsing with energy in the heart of a ruined temple. Selene turned to Ethan. "If we destroy it, the portal will close forever. But it will trap me here." Ethan hesitated. "There has to be another way." "There isn't." Her eyes softened. "This is my home. But you still have a world to return to." Tears burned in his eyes as she raised her sword and brought it crashing down on the crystal. A deafening roar filled the air. The ground cracked. The crystal shattered, releasing a shockwave of light. Ethan felt himself being yanked backward, weightless, the world around him disintegrating into nothingness. And then, silence. Ethan awoke with a start, coughing up lake water. He was back at Ravenwood, lying on the shore. The glow was gone. The lake was still. Had it all been real? His trembling hands told him it had. And then, in his palm, he found it. A small shard of the crystal, pulsing faintly. Selene's last gift. As he stared at it, he realized the truth. The portal was closed. But for how long?